As you've probably guessed, there are both positive and negative effects of social media. A little heads up, the bad news is also the good news. Stay tuned. Vicky and I were married in the late 1980s. Now you can go do the math if you want and see if you can figure out how old I am, but I've already told you in other videos. When we were married, this was a time when social media, internet, all of those kinds of things were barely starting to make an appearance on the scene. We did not have email, we did not have Facebook, we did not have internet. Okay, maybe universities and military had them back in those days, but we didn't yet. And I remember Vicky telling me once, she said, wouldn't it be really awesome if there were some phone number that we could just call and we could say someone's name and it would tell us where they are, what they're doing, what they're up to. And we used to think about that as if it was this space age, wow, that would be so cool. You know, if we could just kind of drop in on people without disturbing their life, but just kind of find out where they are, you know, people from high school or other phases of life. Now, fast forward to 2017, that phone number exists. And we don't even use the phone for it. It's the internet. It's the information age. And what we used to fantasize about as being something that would be so cool is commonplace today. Now, social media has absolutely changed our world. And we can, in just an instant, we can find out information about people. In just a moment or two, we can compile bodies of information that used to take months to accumulate through much more tedious processes. I did a doctoral dissertation before all of this became so prominent, and I remember long days in the library poring over books and documents and card files. Whole new world today, right? So as we consider the power of the internet, I want to bring another analogy to the stage for a minute. If you were building a brand new home and you got it all framed in and you've got all this beautiful construction going on, it's not finished out yet, it's still kind of just raw wood, but it's coming into shape, right? Would you ever go into that place and light a fire right in your living room? No, you toast the place, right? Because fire is bad. No, fire's not bad. Wait a minute, but it's destructive, right? Hang on. So is fire good or bad? Fire's awesome. We cook our food, we heat our homes, we run our automobiles on processes of fire. But wait, it can destroy homes and it can burn up neighborhoods and it can take down entire forests. Fire is neither good nor bad. It's powerful. Are you with me? When we're talking social media, it's exactly the same thing. It's not a good thing. It's not a bad thing. It's a powerful thing. And because of that, it's important to understand some of the upsides and some of the downsides so that, like fire, we can use it appropriately in the right contexts for the right kinds of purposes, and then it can be enormously beneficial and productive. So I've thought through a few of the upsides and downsides of social media. Let me just run a few of these by you and see what you think. Upside, we can exchange information immediately and share it easily. Total upside, right? Downside, the validity or relevance of that information is not established, okay? And it's very variable as well. How do you know that what you've read is true? Well, because I read it on the internet. Do you see how flimsy that could be? Because anybody can publish information on the internet now. There's not the same stringent controls in, say, research design. So we have to be really careful about the validity of the information we get. But it is easily and readily available. So, upside and downside. Well, here's another one. Upside, you can connect with lots of people. Awesome. Downside, those connections tend to be more superficial and sometimes contrived. Yeah, because we don't really go deep, for the most part, in social media. You can have a feeling that you're connected to a lot of people. I just looked at my Facebook account. I've got like 3,000 plus friends. Really? Would I have actually defined all those people as friends? See, that kind of changes the definition of friend if it's someone who connected to you on Facebook and you don't even know where they live. So that's what I mean. Upside and downside. Here's another one. Social media gives us an easy way to check in on people. This is the miracle phone number that Vicky was talking about when we were first married. Not hard. You can do a quick search. Oh, there they are. Oh, guess what so-and-so's doing? You got the whole profile there. You got pictures of their kids. I mean, you can check in on people very easily. Downside, social media makes it very convenient to check out on people. Have you had this experience too? That sitting in a restaurant just a couple of weeks ago, Vicky and I are sitting there just enjoying some conversation. A couple across from us, both buried in their cell phone. Both of them. What's happening to this connection here? Real time, in front of my face, if I'm busy checking my Facebook feed or my Instagram feed, right? Upside, you can check in on people. Downside, you can easily check out on people. And let's be careful that we don't sacrifice things of greater value. You got a person right there in front of you. Put the phone down. Engage with a real person. Here's another one. Upside, social media facilitates support and love. I saw this in abundance. It's a couple of years ago now, I guess, when a good friend of ours contracted stomach cancer, stage 4 stomach cancer. The outpouring of love and support that came from people all over the world on social media. And that combined with the people who were nearby who could actually put their arms around this good family as their son passed from stomach cancer. Wow, that's a real upside. The downside, social media facilitates hate. I don't even have to tell you stories about this because you can think of examples, can't you? And you know what? Especially with our young people, we have an epidemic right now of suicide. And one of the causes tends to be linked back to social media. Because if someone disparages another child in a school, the whole school can know about it by 4th period. And not only that, but the school across town and the school across the country can know about it within minutes. And whether that information is true or not is not the relevant piece here. It can be very damaging information. So it's just like the fire. It can destroy a home or it can warm a home. And it depends on how it's used in what context. Here's another one. I like this. This one's kind of fun, actually. Social media magnifies and accelerates. I was in a seminar long ago when technology was just becoming one of the main tools that businesses use to accelerate their progress. And the trainer made this important distinction. He said technology does not create progress. Technology accelerates progress. It accelerates it and magnifies it. That's the upside. Downside, technology and social media magnifies and accelerates. You know what? I remember a comedy routine when the comedian was being questioned about drug use. And he's like, I don't get it. What's the thing about drug use? And he said that the person he was interviewing said, oh man, because using drugs magnifies your personality. And then the comedian responded with, yeah, but what if you're an idiot? See the problem? Social media magnifies and accelerates, doesn't distinguish based on quality of whatever it's accelerating and magnifying. It's kind of like money. You put a whole bunch of money into an unscrupulous person's hands and you just magnified the problem. It has to be used carefully and with finesse because it's powerful. So going back to the fire analogy, I don't know if you started looking at this video thinking, oh, I wonder if Dr. Paul's going to slam on social media or if he's a proponent of it. I want to acknowledge that it's there and it's powerful. And just like fire, anything with power has to be handled with care. And according to the safety guidelines, when we do that, it actually can be a very beneficial force in our world. When we violate those principles, it can take us a whole different direction and just as fast. I've given you a few of the upsides and a few of the downsides of social media. I want to see some more right down there. Let's see what you're thinking.